It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Howdy, howdy. Good morning to you. Here we are on Friday, everybody. We made it to Friday. Happy Friday, and let's do a little news.
Yeah, this is a pretty wild story. 24 workers, 24 firefighters, I should say, and one worker at the Tyson Foods plant in Berryville, Arkansas, had to be treated for chemical burns while fighting a fire at the plant. All of them are expected to fully recover. They will be okay, but get this, the chemicals in the plant were actually breaking down their firefighting gear.
Whoa.
Which is just really crazy. Like while they were battling the blaze, they recognized that the gear was being broken down. So apparently those chemicals are used to clean the food processing equipment.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's heavy duty.
Anyway, that's heavy duty. And what's really wild is the amount of chemicals that you think, heavy duty chemicals enough to break down a firefighter's uniform that are around our food. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
However, I will say this. I was reading a different report on the boar's head recall. Remember that 10 people were killed due to, the lunch meat company, which is not in our area. But of course, we can buy boar's head. Anyway, they apparently needed some chemicals because the USDA's report on them was filthy. So it's like, okay, good. Well, at least Tyson is cleaning their equipment. But whoa, the chemicals are enough to break down a firefighter's uniform.
Yeah, that's shocking. That's hard to believe. And
now,
you
obviously,
hope,
they would say, well, the chemicals are not on the food. It's cleaning the equipment.
You hope
My
it's
point
on
is
the residue is not left on the equipment that then gets onto the food. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So they're called caustic soda beads, CAUSTIC. And apparently it's a very common cleaner for food plants.
All right.
Woo. Okay. A woman from Nixa will spend 12 years behind bars for setting a fire to a house on purpose. There were 3 people inside at the time. All of them were able to get out safely. Authorities say the woman poured gasoline on the floor and then on some laundry and then set a bag of Takis chips on fire. And then it spread to the gasoline and just took off in flames. 44-year-old Patricia Williams was arrested on scene in August of 2023 at that house on North Weller in Springfield. Still no word on why she did this or exactly what the relationship was, or even if there was a relationship between her and the homeowners.
Everybody got out?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody got out. Yeah, I saw that she set chips on fire and then threw the chips onto the gas, and they tested chips, like as part of the investigation. They set a lighter or whatever they did to some Takis, and indeed they can hold a flame.
Yeah.
So
it's the craziest thing because it was like the story that you and I were talking about recently with Oreos. Like they were trying to burn an Oreo. This was on Instagram. I have not verified this. I have no idea, but I was watching an Instagram video of them like trying to burn an Oreo and it wouldn't burn. And I was like, that's disgusting. Like, I feel like my food should burn.
Yeah. Well, the corn and Takis does apparently.
Apparently it does. Or the grease, one of the two.
A new grant from the Lilly Endowment will help Evangel University and the Assemblies of God Theological Seminary help rural churches. $7.5 million grant. It's just the latest one too. Will fund efforts to develop educational resources, internships, and kind of help to fill the holes that rural churches often have. This is Evangel's 5th grant from the Lilly Endowment. The total is now up to about $15 million. So, man, the Lilly Endowment is giving away some cash.
Yeah, it's awesome.
To help the Evangel and the AG Theological Seminary. Meanwhile, OTC, we call it Ozarks Tech, right? That's what they want us to call it?
Yeah, Ozarks Tech. In fact, yesterday I was at Walmart and I saw a lady who was also in the grocery aisle with an Ozarks Tech shirt on, and it made me smile. I feel like it's catching on.
She bought
in. Ethan needs to buy in still. I'm there, just for
Yeah.
the record.
Well, I wanted to say it. I just had to make sure that was right. At any rate, Ozarks Tech got some money as well, $5.5 million from the Department of Labor to beef up its healthcare education training. That money will create healthcare education pathways for high school students, underemployed or unemployed people, and people who want to advance their careers in healthcare. Ozarks Tech estimates about 3,500 students will be trained to help meet area workforce needs within the next 4 years. And I know that has been something that's been badly needed
Hmm.
a decade or so, and they've been talking about the growing crisis of not enough medical workers. So good for Ozarks Tech. Chick-fil-A, good for Springfield. Chick-fil-A is getting a Chick-fil-A number 6 in Springfield, not too far from the new Target that's going in West Springfield along West Sunshine and West Bypass. So it's going to be right there in that area that we've been talking about for, I don't know, a decade, that we thought that it was going to be really developed, and
Hmm.
kind of been a slow go. They put in, they got a Ross over there, and
There's a lot of stuff over there now. I mean,
no.
there's like an Ulta and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know everything. Burlington, I think, and
Yeah,
a bunch of
Burlington.
stores. Yeah. So it's really, I don't know,
Well,
taking
those have been
off.
there for a few years, so there's not been a whole lot lately, but now the Target's going in, and Chick-fil-A number 6, which is expected to open later this year at the earliest, possibly next year, but they can put those things up pretty quick these days.
Yeah.
And that'd be two of those things on Sunshine, not too far
Hmm.
from each other, maybe 5 miles apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably about.
That's good for me over at Convoy because I can get to it quickly.
There you go. How quickly can you get to Chick-fil-A? On Monday, you can take part in the Martin Luther King Jr. March. Steps off at 8:30 on Monday morning, starting at the Bright Speed Ice Park. That is, I don't know why I said Brightwood, Bright Speed Ice Park on East Traffic Way. The march will travel over the Martin Luther King Jr. Bridge to the Gilloys Theater. A program also will take place after the march, and the NAACP is collecting socks and hats and gloves and coats and all things warm for the unsheltered, along with any financial donations. So drop those off at the ice park before you head out for the march.
That's cool. And I think they're going to be needed on Monday because we got some cold weather, is my understanding, coming in this weekend. It's going to be here for a while. So make sure you stick around for Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer, our friend. She'll tell you about just how cold it's going to be. But
Yes,
my
it's supposed to be
understanding,
cold. Yes,
gonna
Monday
be cold.
morning for the march will definitely be cold. Also on that day, I've been looking at the weather in Washington, D.C., because the Missouri State Pride Marching Band is going to be there performing in the parade before the presidential inauguration. And it, too, is going to be freezing cold. So lots of outdoor activities and
Yeah,
some
that's on
hot
Monday, isn't
hands
it?
needed.
It's
Yeah, that's on
January
Monday
20th.
morning
I
as
w-
well. Yep.
I was thinking it was going to be on Tuesday for some reason, but I'm looking at the calendar now, and yeah, it's Monday,
Yep.
the inauguration. Interesting.
Yes.
Tournament of Champions continues. Day 1 got off without any problems. First game tipping off today at 4:30 in the p.m. Last game of the day starting at 9:30 in the p.m. So if you're interested in high school basketball, some of the best teams in the country, honestly, some of the best players in the country will be there. You want to get over to the Tournament of Champions on the Missouri State University campus, Great Southern Bank Arena. And I would like to personally thank the Chevy dealers of the Ozarks for setting me up with tickets. How about that?
That's cool.
I should
Okay.
say.
Listen, can you hear me
Thank you,
clearly?
Chevy
Because you
dealers
cut
of the
out when you
Ozarks.
said that. Yes, there you go. Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks. Yay. Thank you.
Oh,
Ethan,
yeah,
I don't know if you can hear me clearly, but you cut out
I can.
right when you said that.
Oh, is that right? I would want to thank the Chevy dealers of the Ozarks. I stopped by there and picked up some tickets. They were kind enough to offer me some. So going to the TOC yet again.
Yep. That's awesome.
Be fun.
Okay. Finally, this weekend, it is Eagle Days, and that is happening at the Conservation Center. There at the Nature Center, and it is free for all ages. It is eagle watching. We told you that they are on their way to Missouri to nest. because it's cold outside and they can still find food in our waterways. So it is such a good time to go see all the eagles. Bring your binoculars. You can, have some equipment from the conservation department, but also if you want your own, bring your binoculars, bring your camera, and head out and take a look, because they're going to be doing demonstrations there at the Nature Center. You can learn a lot about eagles. Kids can take part. Also, the Dickerson Park Zoo is going to have some eagles there. It's a great time of learning. And you were gone, Ethan, but Diana was telling us that it is a family tradition for them.
Oh,
and
cool.
That's tomorrow, Saturday, from 9 to 5. The last program begins at 3.
I do love seeing eagles. Where were we where we saw a ton of eagles? Well, was that Alaska? I guess we were in Alaska. We saw a bunch.
In Alaska. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you know what? I know what it was. We were down, Griffin and I, last summer, were down on Taneycomo, staying at a camp there, and I saw the coolest thing. We were out on the dock on the river or the lake. It looks like a river. It's a lake. And Griffin was of course fishing, and there was an eagle that flew, and then we saw it nosedive, grab a fish, and take back off again. And I clapped. I clapped to celebrate the eagle,
To congratulate the eagle.
I felt like America had done something right in that moment, and I just felt my patriotism rise, and I applauded the eagle. But so did some other people.
Yeah.
So we almost sang "God Bless America" right there.
You should have. Cool. America the Beautiful would have been very
America
appropriate.
The Beautiful. Yeah.
Very appropriate.
It was fantastic. It was really cool.
Okay.
So hope you get to see that this weekend.
There you go. Take a look. Yeah. Also some stuff going on at the Springfield Boathouse as well. So between those two places, there should be a sight to see. Okay. Happy weekend, and hope you enjoy it. We will see you back here Monday morning.
Yes, we will. Have a great weekend.
Bye.